What do you do in newspaper?
We design, edit, and write everything that goes into the newspaper.
Could you tell me about that process?
So we begin with writing our articles, figuring out, finding stories that are interesting throughout the school. After we write our articles, we go and get a picture, get someone to give us a picture, or we go and design our own picture. After that, we put it all into InDesign and design all the pages there, print them out, and give them to you guys.
How long does it take?
A fat minute.
What's your favorite thing about newspaper?
So, I'm editor-in-chief, so I pretty much, along with Miss Kelly, we get to make sure that the paper is like on track. We make sure that it's ready to be printed every month, so it's pretty fun. I also write articles, and I like interviewing people, so this is pretty fun, yeah.
What's the hardest thing about being on newspaper?
The hardest thing about being on newspapers, sometimes figuring out what to write. Because we have things in newspaper called beats, and if we finish the beat, so like as an example, football is a beat. So once football season's done, I need to figure out something else to write about. So that's probably the hardest thing, but it's also one of the most fun things. So.
What is it like to be an instructor of newspaper?
Being the instructor of newspaper is really fun because you get to meet a lot of different kids that are involved in different things, and you kind of get to see everything that's going on in the school. And it's also a little bit stressful because you want to make sure that everybody is getting in the newspaper and that everything's getting done on time, but for the most part it's really fun.
What's the hardest part of newspaper?
I would say that the hardest part is just trying to find stories, make sure that we have a good mix, and that every activity and club is included within our newspaper.
So another thing about being on newspaper, it's an introduction to journalism as a whole. Being a reporter and figuring out the news, getting it out as fast as possible is part of being a journalist. And I think it's a super good experience for those who want to go into journalism as a career.